G'day, Ben here. Just want to let you know about our Cradle Mountain photography tour. Now, if you weren't watching or you didn't see the very first Tasmanian Cradle Mountain tour that we released, sold out in just 5 days. These tours are limited to 10 people. That means you get two people guiding you and tutoring you throughout the entire time. What I've done is I've teamed up with wildlife photographer Michael Sneddick. Now, if you don't know Michael, you'll probably have read his articles in Australian photography. He's a very well-known Australian wildlife photographer who's done some amazing things, and he also runs a photography tour company. And I met him about 5 years ago doing a Tassie tour myself. And what I found with these tours was a great way to get to some of these places without having to do any of the preparation or the planning, which is why I decided to do it in the first place. It makes life really, really easy because you've got to think about wildlife, I think it's national park passes and entry permits, etc. We don't have to worry about any of that on this tour. So Michael contacted me and said, "Hey Ben, would you be interested in running a tour with me next year?" He said, "I know you've got some keen followers and maybe you'd like to run a tour and invite them along," which is what we did. So we released the first tour about a month ago, and the 5-day tour sold out in under 5 days, which was phenomenal, which was 10 people. But a lot of people missed out, so we then decided to go back to back and do another 5 days straight after. Now the reason we're doing it at the same time is it's autumn, and it's when the Nothofagus plant, or it's called the Nothofagus bunny, is turning or becoming orange, and the Cradle Mountain becomes beautiful colour. And it's a great time to be out there taking photos. So we decided that we'll keep it in autumn, we'll run it back to back. The second tour is already halfway sold out at the point of recording this video. And I've got a few of my crew coming along, my On Three Legs VIPs and followers are coming along. And I didn't want you to miss out. So I'll tell you a little bit about the tour and then how to book your spot. The good news is you can just pay a $500 deposit now. This is Australian dollars, and you pay the rest, I think about a month before you've got to pay the rest. So it's a 5-day tour. Everything's included except probably for, I think, alcohol, but otherwise everything's included. All meals, all accommodation at the luxury Cradle Mountain Chateau, which is a beautiful resort up in Cradle Mountain. You're going to join myself, as I said, and Michael Sneddick. We're going to take you out on this 5-day tour where we're going to take you to Cradle Mountain and other locations in the vicinity. So rather than getting tired of sitting in a bus all day, every trip that we do in the bus is short, just to get you to these locations that are close by, and then there's easy walking trails everywhere to be able to take amazing photos in these areas. So it's from the 7th to the 11th of May 2018, 5 days, 4 nights at Cradle Mountain. It's $2,795 Australian per person. If you book, I think it's before the 1st of November, you'll get the early bird discount. It goes up then by $200, but I think it'll be sold out by then, so I would suggest you get in quickly. We'll pick you up from Launceston in Tasmania. So the best way for it all to happen is you'll fly to Launceston, you'll meet us, and then we'll take you across to Cradle Mountain. You'll spend those 4 nights, 5 days with us. During the workshop, there's going to be on location where we're out and we're shooting, and I'll be helping you, and Michael will be helping with your settings, your composition, making sure you're getting the best shots you possibly can whilst you're on this tour. And then when the light is not at its best, we'll jump into one of the rooms at the hotel and we'll do some Photoshop and Lightroom training. Michael will do some other training as well. Like I said, he's a wildlife photographer, so he's great with making sure you get sharp shots of all the animals and things that are out there, whether it's at night or during the day. It's an amazing photographer. No minimum skill level, doesn't matter whether you're just a beginner, doesn't matter what camera you've got. We'll help you out no matter what, make it easy. And I think I've pretty much covered everything there. It's just going to be a fun 5 days where we're going to just do all things photography. As I said before, it's capped at 10 people, and the reason we do that is because that way you get the maximum sort of help and tuition from myself and Michael. You don't feel like you're just in a big crowd, which I don't want you to do. So I'm really looking forward to doing this trip. I hadn't really done anything like this before, and when Michael gave me the opportunity, I thought, I love Tassie, absolutely love Tasmania, and I know a lot of people do, and I love teaching as well. So I thought it'd be a great opportunity for me to invite you along, to come along and join us on this 5-day Cradle Mountain experience. As I said, the first one sold out in 5 days. This one is not far behind it. So to book, you'll find a link in the description of this video, and that could be below or besides, depends what device you're watching this on. But you'll find a link in this video. Or the other thing you can do is you can go to wildnaturephotoexpeditions.com. That's wildnaturephotoexpeditions.com, and that way you'll be able to find that event directly on Michael's website. Just let Michael know you're part of the On Three Legs crew and he'll get you sorted and looked after. All right, that's it from me. Can't wait to do this Tassie tour. I hope I see you there. Until next time, get out there and take some photos.